Hello everyone, welcome back to another reaction video. Thank you all to the new subscribers. Thank you all for showing your support by liking the videos, commenting, and sharing the videos as well. If you are new to the channel and you are enjoying the content, please make sure you are hitting the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, please make sure you are still subscribed. So we are going to jump into this live that Olivia did. There was a lot in here and we're going to have a real conversation. So let's go ahead and get into it.
And I hate sleeping during the day. I hate it. But look, I got to do what I got to do. And look, my little boo thing is calling me. Hello? Hi. I'm working right now. What are you doing? AJ, calm down. See, he's tired too. You want me to put you to sleep now? Do you want to go to sleep? What time is it? 7?
I have go tomorrow.
You sure do. Early in the morning. Early, bright and early in the morning, baby. You'll be there. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Mommy's ready too.
I like them.
So what had happened was but today when I came home from dropping him off, I was like, oh no, I can't power through the day. I wish I did, in a sense. I wish I did, but yeah. Whatever. I just obviously, I needed that sleep. My body obviously did because I woke up a couple times today. You know. Stop, AJ. No, we're not doing that. Okay, get out.
No.
We're not doing that right now. You're not going to do all that right now. No. Stop. Mommy said stop. Then I gotta yell at him. Then I gotta scream. Then I gotta scream. And I really don't want to scream. I just want to be calm because right now I feel so calm and good and rested. And girl, I'm ready to work out. And I've been drinking my water. I woke up and I had some eggs and some turkey bacon again. And I'm gonna try to do OMAD. We're gonna try. Don't come in here starting with me. I gotta put that bass in my voice.
We don't make up.
I probably should. All right, we're gonna go lay down in your bed. Well, then be quiet and calm down. Calm down. What? No, you can go lay in your bed. Go ahead. Go get your EC so you can go lay in your bed right now.
No.
Then stop.
No.
Go get your EC off the counter, as a matter of fact.
No.
Everything is no.
Everything died.
Once again, this live pretty much just started. She is already showing that she has no control over AJ. AJ is still telling her no. He's throwing stuff at her. I don't know what he knocked over, but it's almost hard to watch all of the times that you can see she's struggling over there trying to get some type of control over him, and it's just not working. And I find it even interesting that she's speaking of this boo that she has, because now you're talking about this boo that you're entertaining, but you was just claiming your ex-husband as being your man. Like, I'm so confused by you. It seems like you are very much, well, I'm not even going to say it seems. You very much are all over the place. You don't know who you want to claim at this point, because it seems like you just want to be claimed by a man so badly that you just be, I don't know, like it's just weird. It's weird that you went the way you did in trying to prove to the internet and throw shots at Neshia that you are still messing with Jerrod, but now you are claiming to be talking to this boo of yours. Very weird.
Yeah, his new favorite thing is to disagree with me and say no. And I can't get mad at him because he's just 3 years old. He doesn't know he's disrespecting me. Like, he doesn't get that yet.
Olivia, what do you mean his new thing is to disrespect you and to tell you no? That's what he's been doing. Ever since you introduced AJ to this internet, that's what he's been showing. And it doesn't matter how old he is, Olivia, he still should understand what disrespect is. And the reason why he doesn't understand it is because you're not teaching him.
Get down off my desk. One.
Why?
Because I said so. Get down off the desk.
Okay. I got
Thank you. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you listening to me. Good job, AJ, for listening. Good job.
Mommy,
What happened?
I'm hungry.
You just ate.
I don't eat.
You just ate. You ate
I
2
don't
bags of apples, French fries, and chicken nuggets.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Okay, so is it time to go lay down?
I didn't eat these.
Where are they?
I ate them.
They're in your tummy?
No.
Where did you put them? You ate them all?
Uh-huh.
So they went in your tummy.
No, it went in my mouth.
They went in your mouth?
Yeah.
I know, because you ate them. So that means they went in your tummy.
Do you see, Olivia, how when you told him to get down, he did listen? And I like the fact that you did, acknowledge him for listening. That's what you should consistently do. Because even with, AJ listening to you right there, it shows that he has the ability to be that way all the time. But you have to remain consistent with him. You have to remain patient with him and not fly off the handle when you are in a bad mood or when you don't want to be bothered. The same energy you just had in, redirecting him, that's the same energy you should keep all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Are they good?
Yeah.
He loves the apples. Girl, he done ate 2 bags of apples. I got a McDonald's today. He had 2 bags of apples, his French fries, and 6 chicken nuggets. And you're still hungry, you say? I don't think you're hungry. I think you're just bored.
I get hungry in my tummy.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be petty, but I do have to say this. I do find it very interesting, Olivia, that you have definitely been, buying McDonald's for yourself and for AJ a lot here lately. And I find it interesting that you are doing that more often now because of how you talk down on the other mothers in this sector that was doing the same thing. There were many times I recall you throwing little shots at other mothers here on this platform where you would make it seem like they were feeding their children garbage, they were feeding them trash by letting them eat McDonald's. You were saying that was junk. They shouldn't be feeding them that. Like, it was a lot of stuff you had to say about the fact that there was other mothers here on this YouTube that was buying their children McDonald's, but here you go. You're doing the very same thing. So I just find it very interesting that it was a problem when other people were doing it, but when you do it, it's acceptable. It's cool. It's just weird that this is how you move all the time. You throw shots at other people, you try to call them out for doing certain things, but you turn around and do the exact same thing. Very weird.
Anyway, I wanted to do this live because honestly, you guys, in the last couple months, this last year, 2025 has really been a full circle year. Like, a lot of things have been coming full circle. And I have a point to prove because so many points have been proven. So I myself have my own point to prove. And I feel like once I prove that point, I can move on from this dumb shit. Okay. Never ever can I fully move on because unfortunately in my life, I have to deal with certain people for the rest of my life. But as far as how things have been so misconstrued and how things have been played out on social media to make me look like a certain type of person when all actuality, I was really just a hurt, betrayed woman who had a lot of fucking problems with it. You know what I mean? I didn't lay down and I didn't take it. So yeah, you know what I mean? That's just who I am. Everybody deals with trauma differently. Everyone deals with pain differently. Everyone deals with loss differently. Everyone deals with everything differently. Everyone is their own person. So never am I ever going to be made to feel like my feelings were not valid, okay, in every single situation that I had gone through in the last 5 years of my life.
Where you continue to just really miss the whole point here, Olivia, is the fact that, and again, I know I can't speak for everybody, but I watched how everything played out. And I don't think all women, let me put it that way. I don't think all women were looking at you sideways because you was hurt by you losing your husband. I don't think all women was looking at you like they couldn't understand why you felt the way you felt. I think to some degree we all understand what it feels like to have a breakup. That's just on the surface level. But to lose a marriage, that's a whole other type of loss. I think the issue, and what has always been the issue, Olivia, is you were never fully transparent throughout the process. Had you really been 100% authentic and transparent, and I'm going to stress this too because I know you're going to say something about it. Nobody expects you to tell all of your business. It honestly isn't anybody's business what you go through. Whatever you decide to come on the internet to share, that is your business to do so. The problem is you chose to not tell full truths when you decided to open your mouth about what it was you was going through. And that is where you went wrong. And that is where you have continued to go wrong. Had you chose the path of using your situation that you went through and make it a teachable moment, make it a transparent moment to show on your channel, to allow people to see your journey and how you process that in a real, vulnerable, honest way, the response would have been completely different, Olivia. But instead, you showed how you went through your processes. And it was a lot of dysfunction that you took on as a coping mechanism to go through that process. And you showed it on the camera, which gave everybody at that point an opportunity to express their opinions on it. Because there was a lot of things you did that was incorrect. That may have been your process, but it was an incorrect way of going through it. So you can't get mad at the viewers for expressing their opinions and their feelings on the matter because, number one, you showed it. And number two, what you showed was jacked up. So if you're really going to go here, be honest about the situation. Stop trying to point the finger at everybody and not look at the fact that you was at fault on so many levels with this. You chose to think that you were being cute by showing what you were showing. You did a lot of stuff because you was trying to make that man jealous. There was a lot of dysfunctional behavior that you was showing even in the beginning of the breakup. And we're still seeing it play out. So again, don't do that woe is me act. Because many of us have been there from the beginning. You're trying to spin this narrative on your newer audience. But if you're going to keep it real, keep it all the way real, Olivia. That's where you mess up every single time because you don't allow yourself to be real. I feel if you had just really been real about the whole process, you wouldn't have got the pushback that you've gotten this whole time. You wouldn't have gotten people who were really rocking with you start falling off. It's your fault, Olivia.
Social media is my thing. This is my thing. When it comes to the people in my life, in my universe, everybody knows social media is Olivia's thing. Okay, the people who have popped up like little boop 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 popped up around me have been because of me. I put these people on. They have a name because of me. You guys only know they exist because of Olivia Johnson. Okay, I'm not being cocky about it. It's just the truth. Okay, but overall, everybody knows this is my thing, and it's going to continue to be my thing until I want to get off of this thing. Okay. People try to bully me off the internet. People try to threaten me off the internet. People have tried to come up here and try to expose me off the internet. People have tried to change the public perception. And for the most part, a lot of people flipped on me. A lot of my viewers, a lot of my supporters flipped on me, turned into haters. Girl, they're still watching, but they hate me to death. Okay. And it's okay. You guys can feel however you want to feel about me. I don't care. It doesn't change anything.
And once again, you're trying to play victim over there. See, what you just said right there may have had some weight had you not been guilty of doing the same thing to other women. You also tried to bully people off of this internet. You also tried to threaten people off this internet. You are guilty of doing the very same things. It's just like, I don't understand how you can say these things out of your mouth and not feel conviction. Is your heart really that hardened that you can't see that you are guilty of doing the same thing? You are literally guilty of doing the exact same thing, Olivia. And it's crazy that you can't even see how your choices and the behavior that you have showed on this internet for years alone is not the reason why people have chosen to jump ship. You think that it's because of reactors as to why people who once supported you are no longer supporting you? Are you really going there? That can't be what you're trying to make it seem as if it's happening, because you act like people are supposed to be dumb. You act like people are supposed to just take what you are dishing out, and they are just supposed to remain loyal to you. That's not how loyalty works, Olivia. If you're going to be loyal to something, it better make some sense. Ain't nobody finna to be loyal and you doing all type of crazy stuff over there. That is not true loyalty. And I think that is where you just don't get it. You want loyalty so bad, you don't get what loyalty really is. Nobody has to stay with you and wait it all out until the wheels fall off with you and everybody looking at each other crazy. No. People got enough common sense to pick up on something ain't right here. I don't like how she's talking. I don't like what she's doing. I don't like to see what she's showing on here. People have a right to use their brain and have common sense and make a sound decision on whether or not they want to continue to rock with you or not. But once again, you're trying to point the finger and make it seem like it has to be everybody else is the reason why people are leaving. Instead of you looking in the mirror and being honest within yourself and come to the conclusion, the right conclusion, that it's because of you, Olivia, why people are leaving. It's because of you, Olivia, why people have chosen to walk away from you.
But my point will be proven. And then we're done. We're done. Okay? I hate that it took 5 years to prove this point, but sometimes it takes however long it takes. Okay? Okay. So, you guys saw me the other night. I was up here. A lot of stuff has transpired in the last week. A lot of stuff. You know, like I said, you guys have to understand, I am just one person, okay? And I play parts in situations, of course, but I am not to blame for everything. I'm not, and I won't take the blame for everything. I won't. But what I will say is, the day got to end, okay? And at the end of the day, I'm going to be me. Whoever likes it or doesn't like it, I'm going to be me. And I've come to the point in my life where I have done the time. I felt the pain. I've gone through the hurt. I've had the loss, where I don't give a fuck who doesn't like me or likes me. That doesn't matter to me, because at the end of the day, I realized one thing about me. I stand 10 toes behind me, and that's all that matters. So I'm going to always be me, okay? You're going to like it, you're not. You're going to watch, you're not. Either way, I wish nothing but the best for everybody. But if you have included yourself in my drama, in my life, in my story, you will play that part that you inserted yourself in until the day that you're no longer in the motherfucking story. So the other day I came on live and we were talking about this lady. This lady that I refer to as the maid. Maid. And I will always refer to her as the maid. Okay? Always. She has a name. I refer to her as the maid. If you guys have been here long enough, then you guys know what I'm talking about. The maid, honey. The maid, the maid, the maid. You have really inserted yourself into Olivia Johnson's story just to be the fool in the whole story. The idiot, the doormat, the pick-me, the side chick, the loser. Honestly, and I don't care how anybody feels about it, and I don't care if you think it's mean for me to say that. She inserted herself. She willingly knew the game, and she decided to play the game. She loved it. She loved every bit of it. Every bit of tearing Olivia Johnson down, she enjoyed. So guess what? I'm going to enjoy the rest of how this game goes for you, honey bun. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. And guess what? At the end of the day, because the day's got to end, I will always be Olivia Johnson, and you will always be the fool, the damn fool. Okay. Yes, I'm a fool too. Don't get it fucked up. I've been the fool. I played the fool. 100%. 100%. Once again, I've learned, I've grown, I've felt the loss, I felt the shame, I felt the humiliation, I felt everything that people intended me to feel. I felt it. Okay. But I'm not gonna keep sitting here and say, when I refer to her as the fool, I'm not gonna keep saying, well, I'm the fool too. No, because I'm not the fool, and I haven't been the fool for quite some time now. No. Everything that I've done in the past some time here, I've done because I have to do it. I've done because I have a stake in this game. This game, I run this game. This is my fucking game. You inserted yourself into Olivia Johnson's game. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna put you in the spotlight because that's what she wants. She wants to be in the spotlight, baby. Ain't no way. And I know a lot of women. And you guys can call up and we can talk about this. Liv, give yourself some grace. I do give myself grace, Maria, but at the end of the day, I take responsibility for my mistakes. Okay, I take full responsibility for my mistakes. They were mine, and then in order to grow from them, you have to take responsibility for what you've done and what you've caused, and you're playing them and everything. You know what I mean? But I forgot what the hell I was saying before I said that. I believe in God. Okay, I do wholeheartedly. I believe in God, and I trust in God, and I think that everything will turn out the exact way that God intends it to. So I'm not stressed, I'm not worried, I'm not anything. But like I said, people took joy in my pain. And this is not about making anybody feel pain. This is about holding up the mirror to exactly the type of sorry ass, pathetic ass excuse of a woman that you are. And the facade of a strong woman taking on another woman's 3 kids and being a good mother. And bitch, that was just all a facade. That was a facade because you wanted to play the game. I don't know why you wanted to play this game. Like I said, you must be some low down, dirty loser, pathetic ass piece of a woman in order for you to want to be a part of Jerrod and I's drama. And I don't give a shit what you guys think. That's the honest to God truth. I would never. I have 5 kids, and I would never get with a married man with 3 kids. He's still fucking on his baby mama. They got married. I met him before they got married. Then they got married. He came back to me. Bitch, what? I have 3 kids. So that means baggage. 3 kids equals baggage. Okay? But I would still, and you have no kids. You have no baggage, what it looks like on paper. But me, I know you more than this internet does. So I think your baggage is really up here. I think you're really a fucking mental case. I'm not a mental case because let me tell you something. A real mental case is a person who fakes the shit, who tries to put on a facade. I don't try to put on a facade for nobody. You guys are going to see me real deal Holyfield. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. And either way, that's okay. You get to make the decision if you want to stick around and be a part of my life because I'm going to give you the real. You can call it crazy. I'm not crazy. I am who I am. The people who are fucking insane are the people who fake it. The people who try to put on a facade. The people who try to make it look like they're something that they're not. Girl, you're a fucking psychopath. That's what you are. If I ever knew one. Whose neck am I on? The maid. I played nice for a long time. And it may not seem like I played nice for a long time because I always talk my shit. But of course I always talk my shit. I was being played with so severely. And Jerrod, this is not about you. We're going to get to you in a minute. This is about this disgusting ass piece of pathetic, disgusting woman. This is about you, baby. We're highlighting you today. That's what we're highlighting. So let's get down. We're gonna go all the way back to the beginning. We're gonna go all the way back to the beginning. All the way back to the beginning. All the way back to the beginning. Why are we doing this? Because we're gonna highlight.
Every time
You can't have my phone. I'm sorry. You're not going over there to get any of my phones.
Why?
You can actually have this phone if you want this phone. Is this phone on? Yeah. You can go take some pictures or record yourself. Go ahead.
Can I call Grandma?
No, you can't call anybody. Grandma will call us when she's ready to talk to you, okay?
Grandma get answers.
No, you're not calling anybody on my phone. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. You can't call anybody. So, in the beginning, and let me drop the link. Get out and go listen to music. Go. Oh my God. Okay.
Olivia, now you talking about highlighting stuff now because that's what I tell you all the time, you give it away that you're listening. Stop using, like, I don't care if you listen, just stop using my words, girl. That's all I ask. I want you to listen, but I want you to do more than listen. I want you to really hear what I'm saying to you. But I just feel like the timing, Olivia, like, I get you want to get some stuff off your chest, but why now? Why now do you want to take it back to the beginning? And I'm wondering if what you're about to speak on is the same stuff that you've been saying this whole time. I'm hoping you give something new, something different. Like, give us something that we haven't heard before. Because it's really getting to the point where you're just regurgitating the same story over and over and over again. So I'm hoping that there is a point that you're trying to make here.
She slept with a married man. I'll never respect her. Yeah, and you guys, like I said, you get what you give. People say that I've slept with married men. I've never slept with a married man. I think that's insulting, actually, to even say that about me. Have I slept with men that had girlfriends? Yes. Unknowingly, I have. Actually, it's only happened to my knowledge one time. One time, and that was Brandon. But I didn't know he had a girlfriend. And according to him, he didn't have a girlfriend. But if she said that was her boyfriend, then that was her boyfriend. But a married man, girl, I would never. I would never sleep with a married man. Especially knowingly sleep with a married man. That's asking. That's asking. I feel like he's been leading you on with subtle things. I hope you drop one receipt. Oh, the receipts are coming. Like I said, he's distracting me with this music. Can y'all hear the music? We're starting at the beginning because, like I said, once I prove my point, I'm done. And whatever happens after I prove my point happens after I prove my point. It is what it is. You know what I mean? One thing about it, and two things for sure, Jerrod and I will always be the parents to my kids. It doesn't matter what bitch, it doesn't matter what man comes in my life, what woman comes in his life. We will always be the parents to those kids. That's just what it is. Bitches don't want to seem to understand that. They go as far as to call that woman a mother and call that woman the mother and call that woman, girl, that's the biggest, that's like insult to injury. That's, you guys think you're hurting my feelings when you say shit like that? No, you should be hurting her feelings when you say shit like that because it's just a constant reminder that she will never be a mother. She will never be treated as a mother. She'll never be respected as a mother. And it is what it is. And not saying that a woman cannot step into children's lives and take on that mother role and actually love kids and kids love and respect her. But bitch, that was not your story, babe. It wasn't. Music stopped. That just wasn't her story. So we're not gonna make it your story, babe. We're gonna tell your story exactly how it was because remember, you wanted to be a part of Liv's storyline. So girl, you're a part of it now. You're getting the attention that you've always wanted. So let's start from the beginning. Like I said, Jerrod, he'll be next, but we're going to start from the beginning with him too, and then we'll be taking everything else off this platform and moving on to, I don't know if we're going to do Instagram, OnlyFans, or Patreon. I don't know where we're going to go with the rest of the information, but it's up to you guys if you guys want to follow the information trail so you guys can really see the whole story. Okay.
So based off of that alone, I can tell you're not trying to act right, Olivia. You're trying to capitalize on this so-called story that you're about to tell by trying to tell a little bit here on YouTube in hopes that other people will pay $40 to follow you on Instagram to get more information. See, I can't even take you seriously now. I really can't because it's like, girl, at what point are you just going to grow up? You said in the beginning, I'm on here because I need to make a point. You've been trying to make a point for the past 5 years by telling these stories about Neshia, telling these stories about Jerrod, and now you're bringing it up again in 2025. This has been going on, what, since 2019, 2018? And we are in 2025, and you want to, like, get the people to pay you money so you can continue to tell stories? If you really had a point to prove, if you really had real receipts, Olivia, why not just put it on your channel? That's where it started. That's where the people are watching. It just doesn't make sense. Like, you just keep doing stuff that just makes people not take you seriously. I just cannot. Like, what is really the point? And at what point are you going to make a final point? Like, this is really getting old.
Okay, let me also say this before I get started. I titled this live, "Where Did All the Hate Start?" Because it was so crazy to me, and it should be studied how people on social media turn on people and how they want to see their downfall. Like, that type of psycho shit should be studied. It's not just me, though. It didn't just happen with me.
So, because I have said that you are a case study, now you feel there should be a study made regarding why people are turning on you? Because it seemed like that is really where you are in your feelings. Because people have turned against you. And you don't know how to deal with that. That's really what is given, Olivia. That you are very much bothered. That people have chosen to walk away from you.
Let me tell you something. There are such things as step parents. There is such thing as people stepping in and playing their parts, playing their role, okay? You don't step into a role thinking that you're something that you're not. And people who do that are, I'm sorry, you're psycho. You're crazy. You're crazy as hell. You're crazy as hell. But anyway, that's what I was saying. It should be studied how people flip on content creators and people want to see their downfall. And because, like I said, it's not just me. I see this with every single person. A person gets on social media, they do really good, they gain a lot of traction, they gain a lot of followers every single time. And then one thing goes wrong or something that they can pick apart and they just go at it. They see one little tear, one little fucking tear in the seam, and they just want to keep unraveling that shit. And they take pleasure in seeing a person unravel right in front of them. And it's so sick. It's so sick.
So, does that mean that you are admitting to the fact that what you did to women on this platform was sick? Because you found pleasure. You definitely took pleasure in bullying the women on here. And you kept going with it. Even to the point where you made up lies to justify your hatred towards this person. There are multiple women on this platform that you have bullied and harassed and have, just done the utmost disrespect towards. So I would think that would qualify as someone being sick who would do something like that. But for you to make it seem as if people try to pick apart one little tear that you showed on this internet, and that's why people have chosen to walk away. Olivia, what exactly are you calling a little tear? You've been unraveling for 5 years, 5+ years now. You have called your own self the queen of Crash Out. So what does that say exactly? If you're calling your own self the queen of Crash Out, does that equate to you displaying a little tear in your life? No. That shows you pretty much just show whatever, whenever, however, to whomever. It's like it just goes down every time you cut the live on. There is no little tear. You've been showing a lot, and you have given the people a lot to speak on. Like, girl, once again, you are not keeping it 100 over there. When are you going to be honest?
Good. That's your Cody. Show them your Cody. Here's his Cody, guys. This is AJ's Cody.
I found it by the
Slow down.
By the gas station.
You found it by the gas station?
Yeah, I bought my car by the gas station. The gas station.
Okay, baby. We
I
heard
found
you.
it. I found it from the gas station.
Okay, baby. Thank
I
you.
found that from the gas station.
Okay, we heard you. Thank you for telling us that.
You're
Oh, wow. Is that true, Olivia, that he found his little Cody at the gas station? I mean, the fact that the little boy just kept saying it over and over again is making me wonder if he's telling the truth. But Olivia, really? Did some kid leave that behind at the gas station and you snatched it up? Girl, this is a trip. I don't know if this is true or not, y'all, but I think it's funny that this is what AJ kept saying.
I think here's the thing. In an ideal, realistic world, if Jerrod and I are not going to be together and we're going to be with other people, yeah, it's the best thing for us to get along and for our partners. Like, I want that shit too. You know what I mean? I want to be able to get along with his partner and he get along with my partner. That's how it should be. But if you come in through the back door from day one trying to backdoor me and fuck me over and fuck my nigga and be shady and come on the line and call me pissy, girl, if I'm pissy, what the fuck are you? If I need to do better, what the fuck do you need to do? You're coming in behind me. I never understood that. I'm pissy, but you're eating it up. You cleaning it up. How are you going to talk shit about me, but you want my life? You want everything that I have. You want to be a part of my story, but I'm pissy? I never understood. Some of these things I never understood. How could you get on the platform and talk about me when I'm the motherfucking main character, bitch? You're getting on Olivia Johnson's internet talking shit about me? Let me tell you something about these haters. These same haters that turned on me, baby, will turn on you. They're not real supporters. They're not real supporters. They'll turn on you in a blink of an eye. That's why I never understood none of my haters starting channels, this and that. They don't really support you. They just support the hate. The moment you try to veer off and do something else, they're not supporting. The moment you stop talking about Liv, they're not supporting. The moment you fuck up and do something, they're going to turn on you like they turned on me. Those are not true supporters. Those are just watchers. They're viewers. But
I turn my camera away.
awesome. All right. Can you give me a suggestion for the book? Sure. What's your suggestion for the book? Remember, there's going to be a lot of books. So be specific. She's pissed you had his kids and she didn't. Oh, God, you guys. No, I think she's just pissed. Give me that. She's pissed that she's just never been chosen. You know? That's what a pick-me is, you guys. A pick-me is a woman who has never been chosen. Stop throwing my phone! Sorry, gotta put that bass in my voice. Even if she was chosen, if she feels like she was chosen, she was never really chosen. You were chosen because you were second pick. You were not chosen, baby. You've never been chosen, maid. And that's exactly what a pick-me is. A woman who will never be chose. That you could get married and everything and you think you got chose? You're not chose. You're convenient. Whoo-wee, this is about to get deep. Are we at 100 likes yet? AJ! I know you didn't go in that fucking room. I know you didn't go in that room. Don't go in that room. The baby's sleeping. Yes, don't go in that room.
Why, Mommy?
I think I'm going to call my book Pick Neshia. That's what I'm going to call my book. It's so fitting. Pick Neshia.
Mommy,
That's what you are.
Mommy,
Yes?
listen to me.
Yeah.
Dear Mama, dear Mama, dear Mama, dear Mama, dear Mama.
And don't get it misconstrued. I'm not talking to... Wait, I'm talking. I'm not... Don't get it misconstrued. I'm not talking about every woman. What do you want?
Listen to that. Dear Mama, dear Mama, dear Mama.
No, not Pick Neshia, honey. I said Pick Neshia with an N. Get it right.
Your eyes. Mommy.
I'm not talking about any woman who's ever been a stepmom. See, I think you... And this is another thing. You guys have taken my situation so to heart. The haters. They've taken my situation so to heart. When really, I know that the majority of... Hush! I'm talking. The majority of women are mothers. And you guys have probably been left, maybe had to deal with a woman like this, but probably not, because a lot of women are not like this. Women to the core, I feel like we're good to our core. Like, we really be trying our best. And we don't be trying to step on other women's toes. We don't try to fuck on other people's men. But there are a small majority of desperate ass pick Neshias that will do anything to get chose. Anything under the sun, honey, to get chose. So, yeah. Don't take my situation personal, guys. Don't ever. And don't ever think I'm talking about you, because you guys know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about.
Mommy.
You guys know exactly who I'm talking about. Hey, Neshia.
This is why this situation is so hard for me to wrap my mind around, because I just don't get it. I don't get it from either side. I don't get it from the standpoint of Olivia coming on this internet complaining about what all she went through in her marriage, seeing how she moved when Jerrod left and she was trying to get him back, looking at how she's moving now. I don't get that. And I don't get the side of Neshia, because I just could not put myself in that situation. As a woman, I couldn't. Um, and that's why I don't, I can't really understand either side of it, because I don't get it. I really don't get it. Because I feel like if you really value yourself as a woman, why put yourself in either situation? I don't know. Like, I don't understand it.
Mommy.
Hmm.
You have it there, Mama.
Yeah, I heard it. Go get your EC. Go get your EC, baby.
What?
Your blue one on the counter.
The one on the counter.
Give me my phone.
No. I don't want to.
Journey. No. I've never had an in-depth conversation with this person. But here's the thing. I know Jerrod like the back of my hands. Literally, like the back of my hands. Okay? So I don't need to have a conversation with her. And I know that he's not spinning stories. Let me tell you something about Jerrod. He is a liar, baby. And that's just what it is. No matter how much he tries to not lie, Jerrod will die a compulsive liar. That's just who he is. Somebody says, so why did he pick her over you? Pick her over me when I was no longer available to him. Pick her over me when I wouldn't let go of the bullshit. I wouldn't play with him no more about the bullshit, and I made him take responsibility for what he's done, and she didn't. She was easy. Men love easy, dumb women. They love them. They love them so much. I learned that. But anyway, okay, so let's get started. We're at 100 likes. Thank you so much. Why don't I drag the other two fathers? For what? I've already dragged AJ's father. And I didn't even drag him. It is what it is. No one's going to disrespect me on this internet. Has he came and disrespected me on the internet since I said that? No, he hasn't. And I don't think he will. And he has no reason to. He doesn't fuck with his son. So his best bet is to stay exactly where he is. This has nothing to do with AJ or Kailani's father. You guys don't know Kailani's father, and you guys never will. Maybe you will. Maybe one day I'll be like, but you guys have heard him. You guys know he exists. You guys still say the opposite, that he doesn't exist. Okay. Well, I can't prove to you what's already been proven, baby.
I mean, technically, you haven't proven anything, because just because we heard what he sound like doesn't mean that's Kalani's father. And did you forget that this is also the same man that you tried to pass off as AJ's father? Yeah, so you definitely have not proven anything, Olivia.
Anyway, that's what I was saying. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. So, how long ago was the divorce? It was a while ago. It was a while ago. Go look it up and you can see. All right. So, Liv was just a girl here. You know, just a girl here with my family, trying to do the best that I can. I got so backtracked, and I went along with the bullshit for far too long. I let it change me. I just let too much go on for too long. Too long. I was very, very stupid. I was very, very insecure. I was very, very not whole as a woman. And I went through a lot behind being that type of woman. I wanted to read some of these comments. We should have had a conversation. Yeah, we should have had a conversation. But this is another thing about a pick Neshia and this type of female. She's a coward. She's a coward. Some people know what they've done and they can't face what they've done. But guess what, baby? In the series that will be this series right here, you're going to face what you've done. I hope you're not watching. I hope your mom's not watching. I hope your sister's not watching. I'm sure you guys all are watching. Hi. You guys are all fans. Because you're going to be faced with the type of woman that you are. And if you choose to stick around, which I hope you do, I will show you yourself every single time. Because guess what? I'm not going nowhere. Those are my kids. Say worst comes to worst. Say I do sit down for 6 months, 5 months, 2 months, a month, whatever the fuck the case may be. Bitch, I'll get right back out and I'll be right here on this motherfucking internet in your motherfucking face for the rest of your life. Because you're going to learn not to play with a woman with 3 kids and a husband. You're going to learn. You don't win in the end. You never win. I don't care how many side bitches want to get on here and cat for you, ho. You're not a real woman. You never have been.
In all seriousness, Olivia, I'm really concerned by the fact that you keep referring to Jerrod as your husband. Jerrod is no longer your husband. Y'all are no longer married. So if you're addressing Jerrod in the position of being a husband, it should be you're referring to him as your ex-husband, not your husband as if y'all are still married. It's starting to get a little concerning, Olivia, because you keep saying he's your husband and he's not your husband.
Conversation. Yeah, she can't have a conversation though. She can't have a conversation. Like if I were to come into a man's life and he had kids, I would be like, baby, let me meet your kid. Let me meet your kid's mom. I want to meet your kid's mom. Understand this, I was raised right. Haters may not want to believe it, but I was raised right. My mama taught me right. Yeah, of course. I want to meet the mama. I'm going to be around your kids. I'm going to be respectful. I always told you that shit. I always told you guys that shit. If I were to be with a man with kids, I would always be respectful to that woman. Even if she was crazy. Even if she was a lunatic, a drug addict, in and out of rehabs, I would always be respectful to that woman. You know why? Because you cannot love on kids and not respect the motherfucking mother or father of those kids. I don't give a fuck what you guys got going on. You cannot love some kids without being respectful to the people who brought those kids in this world. Period, point blank. Because what matters to the kids will matter to you if you loved those kids. And the parents will always matter to the kids. Even if I was some cracked out drug addict on the street, my kids would always love me. The internet's not going to change that. The father can't change that. A judge can't change that. A pick-me can't change that. Nobody can change that. And let me tell you one more thing. The parent you try to keep out of the life of the child is the parent that those kids reach for the most. When you intentionally try to keep kids or a parent out of the kid's life, they reach for that parent the most. They want that parent the most. They yearn for that parent the most. Don't fucking play with me.
So if you believe this to be true, Olivia, that your children are yearning for you more because they see that they can't have access to you as like they once did. If you have that understanding, why do you take advantage of the time that you do have with them? If you see that your children are wanting to be around you, why do you respond to that by telling them to get out of your face? Go find something to do. It just not making sense, because how do you say in one breath, this is the situation that I'm in, this is why you're bringing it up, because you're saying that you're being ostracized from your children's life, and as a result your children are reaching out to you because they want access to you. But when they do get access to you and they want to be around you, you push them away. You're fussing, you're acting annoyed, you're frustrated, you want them to leave you alone, to get away from you. Why respond that way if you have this understanding right here? And I also find it interesting that every time you make it a point to make a point in regards to your children not ever going to stop loving you, that they're going to always see you as a mother or as their mother, why do you always go to the example of a mother being a crackhead or a mother being on drugs? Why do you always go to that as an example? That's the only thing you can think of a situation that would cause a child to not be with their mother? I find that very interesting. I don't know if you're paying attention to that, but you should really pay attention to the fact that that's what you keep saying. And I find it very interesting that that's where you keep going.
You guys think I'm stupid or something? Okay. Let's block people. Blocked. I don't think my kids like the activities they're in. Voice changer, tell me what activities my kids are in, since you know. What activities are my kids in? Go ahead, tell me. What activities are they in right now today? What activities are they in, since you know? The fuck? Oh, okay. Right. But of course, that goes without saying. Of course kids love activities. My kids can do activities no matter where they live. Do I keep them from activities or something? Was I against activities at one point? Did I say I would never put my kids in activities? Did I say that? You think people are doing something special over there. It's a fucking activity. It's driving to a game. It's driving them to a practice. Is that like an end-all be-all or something? Like, my kids were babies when they were taken from me. So no, I never had them activities. And I was dealing with a narcissistic fucking man who kept playing with me. So I was very distracted at the time. But most definitely, when my kids come back and live with me, if they want to do activities, they sure will. And mama will always be there front and center. Sure will. Sure will. Sure will. Because guess what? I love them and I want them to thrive. I want them to thrive more than anybody on this earth because I created them. They came from me. They came out of my body into this world. So you think I want my kids to be some type of fucking failures? Why? You guys should already know I got too much motherfucking pride for that shit. I already... So this whole, Olivia is jealous of them and wants them to be losers. Bitch, what? My kids are a reflection of me. Fuck out of here. I want my kids to be losers. My kids will be the most successful, the most educated. Christian, if he wants to be a football player, baby, he's going to make it to the NFL. Trust and believe. AJ wants to be a rapper. He will be the biggest rapper. He wants to be an artist or whatever the fuck he wants to be. Oh, my kids will be. 100%. I don't think I ever negated that. Ever. I was never like, my kids, no. What the fuck? You guys got real shit and bullshit. Fuck that, honey.
Olivia, nobody said that is something that they heard you say. I don't... It's like your arguments really don't be arguments because you're just saying stuff that naturally doesn't make sense. Of course, nobody is saying that they literally heard you say out of your mouth that you don't want to put your children in activities. You're not going to do what it takes to make sure your children thrive. Nobody is saying that we literally heard those words come out of your mouth. But what is being conveyed right here, Olivia, is we have seen by your actions that can very much be true. You don't put forth the effort to care enough. Because if that is the case, why did your children miss so many days at school when you did have primary custody of them? Why were they on the verge of failing? Why were they being late to school? A lot. How are you investing in their education when you're not even investing in your own education? If you dropped out in 8th grade, what can you contribute to your children educational-wise? So this is what the people are saying. And I feel a lot of times, well, I can't even say that because I do think sometimes stuff goes over your head, and I'm not trying to be funny or anything. I think you just don't fully be comprehending certain things. And this is why it's so important that you do invest in your education, Olivia, because there's going to come a time when your children are going to be in 9th grade. They're going to be in 10th grade, which means they're going to be in a grade that surpasses the grade that you were able to get to. They're already using vocabulary that you don't understand. So how exactly are you going to be able to contribute fully? It's a lot that you have shown the internet, Olivia, that would not be difficult for people to see that you would struggle in that regard. And there's a lot that you have shown that makes it easy to see that when it comes to school, when it comes to extracurricular activities, you really don't show that you're enthusiastic about it. You don't show that you have the drive and the determination to do whatever it's going to take to make sure your children really will thrive in every area of their life.
Yeah. Yeah. Calm down. Why are you so upset? Look how much water I drank. Upset. Oh, you guys don't like to be put in your place. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys don't like it. You guys gotta start saying, oh, she's so upset. She's so mad. Why is she so mad? I'm not mad. I'm putting you in your motherfucking place, voice changer. But what did you say? Football and cheer? They didn't do football or cheer this year, honey. Voice changer. But to be real with you, since I'm their mom and I know what they really like, Christian didn't want to play football this year, and Ryan wants to do ballet. Yeah. So that's what my babies want. Christian actually wants to maybe do baseball or basketball. He wants to change it up a little bit, which I support, whatever he wants to do. Yeah. I think I got this bottle from Ross, baby. I believe so. She said those people are in bed at home. Yeah, are they? Are they both at home in bed? Okay, girl. Whatever you guys say. I don't really care what you guys say. It's been years. Why are you still talking about it? Because I'm still dealing with it. That's why. I'll probably be talking about this forever, you guys. Honestly. I'll probably be talking about this forever. Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to do books on it. And then I'm going to have group discussions on it. I'm going to warn women, about these types of women. I'm gonna have group discussions about it. Yeah, on TikTok, on all platforms. Trust me, when I'm done with Pick Neshia, she will go down as the saddest woman in history. One of the saddest women in history. And I lost my kids to my ex-husband. And this bitch is still sadder than me. Girl, what? Girl, I would never.
Can y'all imagine saying in one breath that you're going to do everything you can to make this person look to be the saddest woman ever, but in the next breath admit finally that you lost your 3 kids to your ex-husband? Did you even take the time out to hear what you just said, Olivia? You just said that and went right past that. How do you try to make another woman look to be worse than you when you openly finally admitted to the fact that you lost 3 of your children that you birthed from your own body to your ex-husband? I really think you need a moment of silence right here. It just does not make sense that you are literally trying to make another female look worse than you. Wow.
All right, so I went through a lot, and the time came for me to make the decision on what I wanted to do. You guys know I did the whole YouTube thing, and I just started YouTube because I liked YouTube. I thought it was fun. I was a stay-at-home mom. It was, and plus, not only that, like, I knew what I brought to the table. I knew that I was a character. I've always wanted to do entertainment stuff, and I knew that me and my boyfriend at the time, our dynamic was different. We were so funny. We were fun. We had a lot of fun together, so I wanted to bring that to social media, and plus I wanted to make the memories with my family. So I did that. Things went left a little bit, but it's okay. I don't regret anything. That's another thing. I don't regret nothing. Everything happens for a reason, and I don't regret anything, and yeah, okay? But I blew up like I knew I would, okay? I knew I would blow up. I knew it. It was in the cards for me. Just like another viral moment's coming. I will always constantly blow up on things because this is me. This is what I do. So, let me tell you guys something about me too. Everywhere I've went, I've been like the star of the show. And I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just saying, like, when I was in school, I was literally the main topic of discussion. When I got out of school, everywhere I went, I was always that girl. Okay. And I mean that girl as in I was that one that was just, it's like, I see myself as like this ball of energy, and it's just like, you cannot miss it. You feel me? I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's there. My presence is strong. You feel me?
Okay, now you're kind of losing me because you're saying you've always been that girl. You've always been the star, even when you were in school. But you told us that you have been bullied your whole life. You told us you was bullied at school. So I'm confused.
So it is what it is. I left to Florida with the 3 of my kids, and Jerrod was all for it. He wasn't all for it, but he was supportive of the situation because I was not happy in Texas. Okay, I tried, but I just wasn't happy in Texas, and I wanted to be with my family, and I loved Florida. So we went to Florida, and here's the thing. Like I said, Jerrod has always been a liar ever since I met him. I don't know why he's the way he is, but lie to a person enough, and that person is going to go crazy on your ass. Like, you cannot lie to a person. You can't treat a person like that and think that there's no repercussions. So honestly, I feel like the person I became, the insecure, controlling, fucked up person that I became in that relationship was because of him. But it was also because of me, because I allowed it. I allowed myself to become that. Because I don't care. I always take responsibility. No matter what we go through, you guys, we have a choice. We don't have to go through it, or we can choose to keep going through it and go through it. You know what I mean? And I decided, I made the conscious decision to stay with that man, to get married to that man, to try with that man. I didn't have to do any of that. I chose to do that. So that falls on me. Okay. So anyway, I was in Florida. He was in Texas. We were still together, but in his mind, out of sight, out of mind, right? So he started dealing with this pick Neshia. And I don't know what he was telling her. On that end, I don't know. He probably was telling her we're broken up. He doesn't, blah, blah, blah. Who knows what he was telling her? You know, who knows? But the facts remain. He was coming back and forth to Florida, sleeping with me, being with me, telling me he loved me, keeping me on this string. Okay. And whatever, at the end of the summer, he just made the decision, okay, I want to be with my family. I want to be with you guys. And he came to Florida. We got married. We shouldn't have got married. We should have done a lot of counseling. We should have handled our problems before we got married, but we didn't. But we got married. Through it all, this lady held on. I don't know where she was, but she was somewhere in the background. She knew we got married and everything, and she held on, honey, okay? And he came back to Dallas, and they got back together, honey, and he was married, and I came to Dallas, and him and I started sleeping together, and he wanted to be with his family again, and then I told you guys, we went to her house, we got all his shit, literally, to her apartment door. I saw him carry his shit out in bags. No, we're not talking about the mommy on the trip. We're not talking about all that stuff because it's not relevant. We're talking about pick Neshia right now. All the niggas I fucked and the other bitches he fucked and what we did to each other, all that stuff does not matter because the facts remain. Him and I were still fucking around and we were still married. Our problems are our problems and they have to be addressed. You played a part. I know I played a part, but of course I played a part. Is that what you want me to say? Yeah, I played a part in our relationship failing. 100%.
Now, I am glad to hear her say that she does take accountability for the part that she did play in their marriage failing. But as far as the story that she's sharing about Neshia and Jerrod and, you know, her taking him to get his clothes, like, I do remember that. So what she's saying right here, this has been consistent. But in my opinion, Jerrod and Neshia was wrong in this regard because technically Jerrod and Olivia were still married. And from a moral standpoint, I don't agree with sleeping with a married man. It doesn't matter if they are no longer together, if they're living together. Like, as long as they are married on paper, you're still married. I mean, I just feel that's just something you don't do.
Yes, I played a part. I just said I took responsibility for everything that I've done. Yes, 100% I played a part. I should not have married him because I had a lot of resentment towards him for how he hurt me. And I was playing get back. Yes, 100%. 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's no secret to that. That's evident. You feel me? So anyway, that's what I was saying. So we get back together. We break up again. We're still sleeping together. I go back to Florida. Let me tell you something. Jerrod took the kids away from me out of spite. Jerrod took the kids away from me for get back. Okay? Everything that Jerrod and I have been through has been behind tit for tat and get back. We played this game for years. For years. And I'm not doing that right now. That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing this because we are ending this cycle. It's done. We're done with this game. We're done with this tit for tat shit. We're done. All of this is done. He ended it, but you keep talking about it. Bree, what I'm going to need you to do, baby, I'm going to block you out of this chat because we're not going to do this. You're blocked. What you can do when I take the next part of this series to another platform, make sure you subscribe to that platform. Make sure you pay the entry fee so you can get in, so you can see the receipts, okay, baby? So you can see the next part of my story, okay? If he was single, do you think he would have filed for custody? 100% no. No. Jerrod didn't want custody. Jerrod wanted to hurt Olivia. That's what that was about. Yeah, he wanted to hurt me. And he saw the reaction. You know, it reminds me of this guy on TikTok. His name is 2K. 2K is a shitty ass narcissistic piece of shit of a man if I ever seen one. Okay. But he understands the game. Okay. He saw early on what happens when a father steps up to the plate. There's so many shitty fucking fathers out there that when a man actually wants to be part of his kid's life, he's treated like a king. But it's like, dude, you're just doing what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, but once again, that's women's fault. We do that. You know, we do that. We put these men up on a pedestal because they want to be fathers. No, we should just be treated. Good job. Good job, my nigga. You're doing the right thing. But you guys want to like, and then Jerrod saw the reaction of the internet. He saw everything. He played his part. He played his fucking part. Jerrod did what he did, okay? he did what he did. But no, did he want custody? No, let me tell you why Jerrod never wanted custody. Because every single time I left him, he never said, Olivia, can you please leave the kids? Remember, the primary state that we've lived in has been Texas throughout the years. So he's always been out here with his family. I haven't always had my family present. So at any time when I'm leaving the state, he could have said, can you leave the kids? I have my family here. You know, my family will help me. Can you leave the kids with me and go, you know? But he's never said that. Never. It was always understood. But see, he got with this crazy ass lady, and then she put the ideas and said, and you know, it just went on from there. It was just a big fucking ball of, it was a clusterfuck, okay?
Okay, so I have a question because I'm curious. And please, again, keep in mind, there's no need to take this seriously. We're all viewers. We all have an opinion. We're all watching. We're not invested. We're just watching to see what's going to happen next, right? But I'm curious. Do y'all think that if Jerrod wasn't with Neshia, do you think he still would have got custody of his 3 children? Again, just a question. I'm very curious to know what y'all's opinion on the matter is. Let me know in the comment section below. If Jerrod wasn't with Neshia, or if he was just solo, let's say Jerrod literally left Liv, moved back to Texas, got him a place. He was just, you know, he might have been with a chick here and there, but he was solely like living on his own. Do y'all think he still would have got custody of his 3 children? Let me know.
But anyway, we went through all of that. And then this girl starts hopping on social media. Because once again, she saw the the support from the other pick-me's around the world. And she thought the people that this internet gassed them up to do some crazy things. Crazy things. I'm gonna drop the link if you guys want to come up here. Okay, let's drop the link. But like I said, I'll say this again. You're not asking me any questions about anything other than the topic at hand. Okay? And if you guys want to add to the story, you're not coming up here being belligerent. You're not coming up here with no type of bullshit. We're not doing that. What time is it? I have to look. AJ fell right to sleep. He was so tired. Okay. Let's read some of these comments. But I had AJ, and she got her funny self up on this platform, and not only try to out me for having my son, but proceeds to say, you worry about that baby. We got the other 3. Like I said, the disrespect has been out of this world. Out of this world. And then the engagement. Oh my God, honey, that sad ass fucking engagement. Oh my God, that shit was so sad. That shit, if anything was for social media, baby, y'all should have known right there, honey. When Jerrod picked up that motherfucking Instagram fucking live, y'all should have known. Oh, he's just doing this to fucking hurt Olivia. Come on now, guys. Are y'all that slow? I mean, I understand y'all went right along with it because y'all thought it was doing something. Y'all enjoyed the show. I get it. It was a good show. It was a good show. Yesenia, thank you, baby. It was a good show. That was a good addition to the movie. The fake ass engagement. Oh, girl. Was that when he chose her? To everybody in the chat talking about he chose her and she was chose and all this other shit. Was that the moment in time where he chose her? I'm confused. Can somebody get up here? Come on, y'all. You guys got so much to say in the comments. Come up here. Come entertain us. Was that when she was chose? You're fucking disgusting. You fucking gross ass fucking person. This motherfucker keeps coming up here. That is so gross. Come up here again. I thought I blocked you. You must be making more accounts. You fucking gross ass. They're not going to show their face. Are they married? Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, they're married, guys. They are married. That marriage certificate is real. And that's what makes this even more sad. That's what makes this story even more sad, baby. So sad.
So Olivia is admitting right now that they are married. So that's a start. You know, she does acknowledge it. But I still find it interesting that she said the reason why she didn't believe they were married is because Jerrod told her they wasn't married. So I can't forget she did say that, but she is acknowledging now that they are indeed married.
He wanted to hurt because you outgrew him and his ego couldn't take it. No, I really feel like Jerrod really didn't think I was going to have more kids after him. He didn't think so. Remember when he found out I was pregnant, you guys? He was on live and he's like, that bitch is not pregnant. She's just fat. No, baby, I was really pregnant. You know, that really hurt him. I know that really hurt him. But I wasn't doing it to hurt him. For real, I wasn't. I didn't get pregnant to hurt him. I got pregnant because I got pregnant. And I kept my child because I wanted more kids. And he knew that. If he didn't want to get hurt behind that, he shouldn't have got a vasectomy. You know? He shouldn't have got a vasectomy. That was, you know. Yeah. But anyway, I know that hurt him. And then he turned around and he got engaged. And when I see and girl, if you didn't have enough red flags already, how are you going to be at your own engagement party talking about me? When I seen that, and you guys really thought that shit hurt me. Let me tell you what would have hurt me, honey. Let me tell you, if I was going to be hurt about anything, it would have hurt me if he did the engagement privately. And then we just saw the pictures and the ring and the this and the that. Girl, none of that shit hurt me because I know Jerrod like the back of my hands. I was like, oh, okay, good, nice try. I see you, my nigga. I see you. See, this is another thing you have to understand about Jerrod and I. And I'm going to say this because even after everything we've been through, Jerrod and I are like this. We're like this, and we can always pick up the phone and be like this. It doesn't matter what the internet thinks. And that's what he's going to understand. It's not, he's going to have to get over that hump of nigga feeling. Look, I don't want to talk about it because Jerrod has so much healing to do. And that's what I want for Jerrod. I really want him to go on his own healing journey. People think, oh, I want them to break up so he can come back to me. Negative. I wouldn't let him come back over here. Nigga, take a year, go heal. Go do the work. Go do the inner work. Find out about you. Love yourself. Fuck out of here. You think you're going to come over here and use me as a Band-Aid and so you don't have to face yourself? No. But when I seen that engagement, I was just like, oh, okay. Touche, my nigga. Touche. I see you trying to do your big one. It didn't affect me. Because then I saw Neshia over here talking about how she wants to beat me up. And then there's the fucking pick Neshia right there. Girl, you let Neshia talk about me at your engagement party, you stupid bitch. And then all the vacations have been televised. Girl, what? Okay, baby. Okay, babe. Yeah. Okay, baby. So yeah, and then you guys went and eloped and you guys got married. And then you got on this internet, still thinking that you're cute, calling me a babysitter. Well, girl, if I'm a babysitter, what the fuck does that make you? I'm just wondering. And it's okay. You guys can call me a babysitter. You guys can call me anything you want because it doesn't negate the fact that I'm the mother. Like I said, just like all the bitches who call me ugly. You're ugly, you're this, you're that, you're head, you're this, you're that, you're that. It doesn't negate the fact that I'm a badass bitch. It doesn't change that fact.
Here's my thing with that. There's definitely been tit for tat when it comes to Neshia and Olivia. Olivia definitely has had more to say than Neshia has, for sure. I get why Neshia said what she said because Olivia definitely has been saying a lot on YouTube regarding Neshia, and Neshia has not said not one word. But to call her the babysitter, that was a low blow. And I have to admit to the fact that Olivia definitely was doing some low blows towards Neshia too. But I feel at some point, these two women are involved in this situation with Jerrod, and somebody's going to have to be the bigger person here. Because calling a biological mother a babysitter, yeah, that's a little far, for sure. But Olivia definitely be provoking people. It's like Olivia wants this respect from people that she does not give respect to. Just because you're the mother and you birth these children don't mean you automatically get respect, and yet you're being disrespectful to the person that you feel should give you respect. Like, it does not work that way, Olivia. I feel that had they been able to come together as two mature women and really have a sit down conversation, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Neshia did say that she tried to have a sit down conversation with Olivia, but Olivia wasn't going for it. I do believe Neshia did say that, and if that is true, to Nisha's credit, I commend her for trying to have a mature conversation. But the tit for tat, it's very childish. It's not getting anybody anywhere because at the end of the day, those kids are always going to be in the middle of the both of y'all. And like I said, somebody's got to be the bigger person. But I will say all day long, Olivia definitely has a mouth on her, and she definitely says a lot to provoke people. And she cannot expect for people to turn around and give her this respect that she wants when this is how she is to other people. Like, she really disrespects other people left and right.
All right, you guys ready? Where we at? Where we at with the likes? We'll start this up because I don't want to be on here too long.
You got too much pride when it comes to your kids. It's sad. I had to look always play on somebody because of what they do. You ain't got no motherfucking job. You don't do shit. You get to talking, but you didn't have no flag, didn't have no. You just a liar. All you do is sit up and lie all day, lie, eat, and sleep. That's it. Yeah, you be believing your lie. That's crazy to me. Like, you just go with the lie, like, and then you be adding all this extra shit to try to amp it up, and it's like, what the fuck? So you don't give a shit about me. I'm irrelevant. I'm weird. But you started fucking talking about it. That don't make sense, bro. Like, I don't like you. I don't like your mama. I don't get her to talk about y'all every fucking day. I don't say shit about y'all. But she don't have nothing else going on. She doesn't have anything going on. She doesn't. She doesn't. And when you don't get your license plate, I'm trying to send them paper tag. You have that car down there a year, and you still got paper tag. You not got no insurance or something? You can get liability. You say it's 07. You get liability. You'll be wild. Why would you give any mama like that before it was her? It was me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell y'all. About that. Ooh, you hear how she's mocking me? Let me tell you guys something. For the longest time, Jerrod and I were not talking. And it was 100% because of this lady. She's very insecure. I mean, she has every right to be. I mean, look at me. But, and, you know, the whole situation, of course you're insecure, baby. Of course you're insecure. Duh. I already said this. I was extremely insecure when I was with him. And there was no Olivia. Bitch, I could never. Bitch. Oh, my gosh. You are one strong-minded bitch. I swear to God. When you put your mind to something, you do it, huh? Ain't nobody gonna tell you nothing, huh? You probably more hard-headed than me. But you are so insecure, you never let that man talk to me. We went years without talking, and it was because of you. I'm not negating the fact it was on him, too. We're not ever going to take it off of Jerrod. Jerrod allowed it to happen. But my whole point is, anyway, we couldn't talk. And when we would talk, there's something that happens. He would have to three-way her into the conversation. I didn't know this at the time. I had an idea. I had an idea. Olivia's never been off the motherfucking path. I understand what's going on. I'm not stupid. But yes, of course, when it comes to my kids, that is the only fucking thing that will get me out of my body. Out of my body, my babies. And other mommies, real mommies, can relate in the chat. That's the only motherfucking thing you will ever see me cry about. That's the only motherfucking thing you'll ever see me fucking crash out about are my children. Thank you. So she's referring to, I guess because she was on three-way. I had a conversation with Jerrod, and Jerrod, I can't believe I have a lot of beef with you too. A lot. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God, Jerrod is such a fucked up person, dude. You're so fucked up, and I can't even do shit about it because I'm stuck with you, bro. I'm stuck with you as far as we got kids together. I always have to deal with you. But you are a very fucked up individual, and that's why I said you need a lot of healing, bro. You need a lot of healing, baby. You need to figure your shit out because you don't give a fuck about nobody, and it's because you don't give a fuck about yourself. Of course, you don't care about nobody. You don't care about yourself. Duh. No, I was always surprised. It doesn't matter what Jerrod did. He always surprised me because I'm a good person to the heart of me, and everything not everything, because I cheated on him just like he cheated on me multiple times. Sure did. Got down in the mud and played right back with him and cheated right back on him. Sure did. And y'all know about that. But now I'm the cheater. Girl, no. I cheated back. That's the difference. But it's still not right. It's disgusting. It's still not right. It doesn't make me feel any better. No, it didn't.
So with y'all hearing her say this right here, how do y'all feel about the situation now? Because it really doesn't matter well, I'm not even gonna say it doesn't matter because there's reasons why um, people feel the way they feel about Olivia. There's many reasons why, but if we're looking at it generally speaking, it really doesn't matter who started what. It should never be where if somebody is cheating on you, that you choose to cheat back because you're trying to get your lick back. If somebody cheats on you, that's a clear indication it's time to leave the relationship. Because if it happened once, it can happen again. And I speak to the value aspect because if you truly value yourself, why would you devalue yourself just to get back at somebody for hurting you? So yeah, I don't agree with cheating in any regard. I just feel it's wrong, and there's no excuse for it. There's no justification for it. But I'm just curious to know what y'all's position is in hearing her say what she just said right here.
None of this. None of this makes me feel good. This is all stupid. We should really just care about the kids, but these two never gave a fuck about the kids. This was all about social media. This was all about tearing me down. That's another fucking thing I know. When I started making money for myself, he didn't like that shit. He didn't like that I no longer needed him. Because I didn't need him no more. I could do my own thing. But my stupid ass is I always let him come back to me. I always accepted him back into my life because he was the father of my kids, which was so stupid. But anyway, she's mocking me and she's talking about a time that I cried to him and told him that I want to be more a part of my kid's life. Understand this. I called him and I'm telling him I want to be more a part of my kid's life. I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about none of that shit. This was right before summer started, last summer started, and I was going to get the kids for summertime. And I was like, dude, and this was about child support. We were talking about child support because look it, if I can't pay it, I can't pay it. If I can't pay it, I can't pay it. So here's my thing with child support. We're not going to get into child support. We're going to say this. If a person wants to be there for their kids, but they cannot pay you child support, but they're willing to help you any way that they can, you take that help. Doing something like putting them in jail is a waste of time. It's a waste of taxpayers' money. It's a waste of time to the kids. The kids lose time. It's a waste of motherfucking time, but that's how the system is because the system is fraud. But as far as him, I was trying to make him understand. I could possibly go to jail behind child support. When who's that going to help? You're still not going to get your money. You're even more not going to get your money. You're going to further put me in more debt. And that's only going to take from everybody. You're not going to have your babysitter. The kids won't be able to see their mom. What is that accomplishing? And you're still not going to get your money. One more time. All that is for it's just for more get back. That's all that's for. That's all that's for. But like I said, the system is fucking fraud and girl, I don't care. That shit is not a problem. But I was talking to him and I was telling him I want to spend more time with my kids. And I was crying to him because like I said, when it comes to my kids, I'll always cry for my kids. I'm a woman and I'm a mother. Period. I don't feel no types of way about crying about my babies. But that's what she's referring to right here, where she's mocking me crying. Ooh, wee, honey. We're going to have fun with you. Where are we at with the likes?
I'm not sure if a lot of you were privy to this live that Olivia is listening to right now in real time when Jerrod and Neshia went live on their Instagram. But all I can say is just listening to this right here. If this is true and this was Neshia's response to Olivia calling Jerrod and crying because she wanted more time with her kids, if this was truly Neshia's response, then I am pretty much side-eyeing that situation because I don't understand why that would be a response.
Thank you.
You still got paper tags. You not got no insurance? What's up? You can get liability. You say it's 07. You can get liability.
You'll be quiet. Why would you hear anything? I'm away there. Before it was her. It was me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell y'all. You look out how to record on the damn phone.
That's what I said. A woman like her, honey.
You call me crying, talking about take off her child support, then put her back on so she can catch up. Man, you think I'm stupid?
Why would you do that to the mother of your kid?
I would never put you on child support.
I already lied. It was recorded, and I will play it for your audience. I'll give you something else to talk about. You get over here and lie. I will record. You're crying and begging and pleading this man. You do too much. I spare you all the time. I got the record of you calling Jerrod. Please, why would you tell your girlfriend to stop her and her family? She's supposed to not do that.
Because I was at work and she was like, "Can you meet me?" Bitch, I'm at work. Well, you can meet me somewhere. She talking about. I gave her 3 options. I said we can meet at their school and talk. You can come to practice and we can talk.
I already lied. It was recorded, and I will play it for your.
So she recorded me crying about my kids. You recorded me crying about my kids, and you feel like a good woman because you recorded another woman crying about her kids. That's what I'm saying. You will never understand what it's like to have kids. You will never understand. Never. Just you recording my conversation talking about my kids. I wasn't talking about him. I wasn't like, please, Jerrod, come back to me. Understand that. I didn't say shit about Jerrod. I was crying about my kids. And yeah, I did say, can you take me off so I can catch up? What's wrong with that? I'm trying to stay out of, at the time, I was trying to stay out of jail so I can be around my kids. Not so I can go party. Not so I can go out of the country and get the fuck away from my kids. I wanted to stay out of jail so I could be there more with my kids. And that's something to make fun of. I thought the whole point of child support and court and then I thought the whole point of all this shit was so 2 parents can come together and parent. No, it's not. That's not the point of this. This whole point of everything has been to destroy Olivia. That's what this whole thing has been about. Calling and asking. I went to their graduation. And I'm at my baby's graduation, and this bitch does everything in her power to make me feel uncomfortable. Why should I feel uncomfortable at my own child's graduation? And then my child is uncomfortable. My baby is like this, uncomfortable because you and your funky ass, desperate fucking bullshit ass family is making my baby feel uncomfortable. Screaming at the top of your fucking lungs in a fucking little small packed auditorium like some fucking animals. Control yourself. It was so embarrassing. The whole thing was embarrassing. And I did. After I left that graduation, I called Jerrod. Tell that, if you're not going to the graduation, tell that bitch to stay home. I got it. If you can't make it, I'll go. What the fuck is she there for? Oh, she's there because I'm going. Because she's my fucking biggest fan and she wants to be there with Liv. Bitch, what the fuck are you there for? They're not your kids. Know your fucking place. And who is she there with? Her bulldog sister. Right behind her. Won't say shit to me. Like this. Her sister's standing right here. Bitch, you scary ass hell. And get this. Get this. When the graduation was over and it was time to go up to the kids and take pictures and hugs and shit, these 2 trifling ass fucking botch body ugly ass hoes rush up to my daughter and try to get in my way so I cannot take pictures and hug and kiss my baby. Baby, when I tell you, it took everything in my fucking soul to not snatch them hoes by them fucking braids. It took everything in my fucking soul to not snatch them fucking hoes up from around my child. I will go down fighting behind mine, bitch. And like I said, you want to replay the fucking mall incident? Bitch, you know where the fuck I live, ho. Just let me know when you outside.
Now, Olivia, why are you trying to set these women up? Because you already know you not finna go outside and fight these girls. You gonna see them pull up and you gonna be dialing 911. You already told us how you turn it on. You turn on the white girl in you. What you will say, how you're feeling threatened, you're being harassed.
I said, excuse me, fucking bitch, get the fuck out of my way. No, I didn't say that, bitch, get the fuck out of my way. I didn't say that. Because if I were to do something at that school, it would have been really bad. So I understand that, and I'm not trying to do that to my baby. But pick Neshia, you sorry, sad, pathetic excuse for a woman. Bitch, you finna feel this, ho. And you finna feel this shit for as long as you decide to stick around. Sure is. Sure is. And I hope you do decide to stick around, girl. Because I got a lot more examples to be made out of you, bitch. I got a lot more examples to be made out of you. Don't go nowhere now, baby. Where you at, Pick Neshia? You still at the house, baby? Where'd you go? You went to your mama's house or what? I heard you haven't been home for days, baby. Where'd you go, Pick Neshia? You not at the house? Why are you not at the house, baby? What happened? You got mad? Why you get mad, Pick Neshia? Why you mad, baby? Because you got a dose of your fucking your own medicine? It hurts, huh?
Why you didn't go back to the house, baby? Once you got off the boat, why didn't you go back home? You went home, packed some stuff. Where you at, baby? You staying with your sister over there in South Dallas, or where's she staying? She stayed right next to where I used to live. Where are you? Boat Springs. You staying in Boat Springs with your sister? Where you at, Pignisha? Come through. You had so much to say, baby. Say it to my motherfucking face, honey. With no sister there. No sister. Say it to my face. Please. You won't, huh? You know Liv is a little loco. You know this. You know this, honey.
Wow. I don't know if this is true, but if it is, I mean, this is very interesting. I don't know who could verify to say if this is true or not, but y'all know Olivia be getting some of her sources from Robin, so who's to say Robin didn't let her know this? I don't know. Maybe Jerrod told her. Who knows? But according to Olivia, when they got back off the boat from their vacation, Neshia went home, packed her a bag, and ain't been back. So I don't know. I find this interesting. Again, yeah, Olivia could be lying, but like I said, I don't know for sure.
Huh. Where are you at, though? Are you at your mama's house? Where you at? Not Liv got you out your body and out your house. Liv got you at the house, baby? Well, sucks. That's unfortunate. Why didn't you tell your YouTube friends that you haven't been at the house, Pignisha? Why didn't you tell your YouTube friends that once your boat landed or your plane landed in Dallas, that you packed your stuff and you left the house? Why didn't you tell your friends on YouTube that? Because they're walking around here talking about y'all are so happy and you guys are sleeping right now and not worrying about me, bitch. You haven't been home. You packed your bag just like you packed your bag when Jerrod told you that we were talking again, right? You packed your bag then and you disappeared on a work trip. Why you leave? Why are you so mad? You never did what you thought. I know what you thought. You thought that you were special. You thought you were special. You thought you were the one. You thought you were the chosen one. That's so funny to me. I gotta pee, y'all. Okay, let's get the likes up if you guys want more tea. What about the business of your what business of that? Oh, as long as she's around my kids, her business will always be my business, which will be the internet's business. 100%. Yeah. Next time you want to go fuck a married man with 3 kids, make sure that she's not a YouTuber, babe. And make sure she doesn't have over 100,000 subscribers, babe. And make sure you treat that woman right, babe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you don't want to be and make sure that you don't go online trying to make a spectacle out of her when in reality, the tables will definitely turn and you will be made the spectacle then. Yes. And make sure that your nigga doesn't get up here and do a delusional fake engagement to get back at his ex-wife. Yeah. And for all of her followers and haters and supporters from YouTube, because that's the only people who support you right over there on that Instagram over there, honey, are Olivia's supporters, watchers, and haters. Yeah, that's the only people. Like I said, baby, what? Nobody would know who the fuck a Jerrod was. Nobody would care about a Jerrod if there was no Olivia. You think he has 13,000 people over there following him because he's the man? And he's just that guy? Bitch, bye. Every single time he posts something. Olivia, she's a fucking bitch. You do it better, girl. Who's Olivia? Olivia who? Who's Olivia? Olivia could never. Olivia this. Olivia. Girl, shut the fuck up. That's the only people who are over there. Sugar Bear, blocked. Trying to be shady. We're not doing that. Oh, Sage is being shady too? Like I said, everyone in this situation needs to grow up. No. Bye, Sage. I am very grown up. If y'all don't see the point that Olivia is making right now, because it was brought onto Olivia's motherfucking internet, then you're just as stupid and slow as you want to be, honey. Okay? This is what I do. And nowhere, this is going to be a fucking warning. Do it again, bitch. Get on this fucking internet and try to drag somebody, try to expose somebody, try to hurt somebody, try to do anything to the main motherfucking character, bitch. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to be exposed. Your business going to be out on Front Street. You're going to Just don't. You don't want nothing to do with the internet, then stay the fuck off the internet, bitch. Because this is what I do. I do it. Olivia. Not you. Just like Jerrod. He was never a social media person. Now all of a sudden he's a social media person. Nigga, bye. The fuck? The fuck? The fuck? What are you posting on Instagram for? Oh, to get back at Olivia? Oh, okay. To go live on Instagram so you can talk about Olivia? Oh, okay. You should just made a YouTube channel, bro. You would have got paid. Stupid. I don't do shit for free. You should know that. We don't do shit around this motherfucker for free. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this, okay? because I want to get this over with.
I'll give you something else to talk about. You get on her and lie. I will record. You're crying and begging and pleading this man. You do too much. I spare you all the time. I got the record of you calling Jerrod. Please, why would you tell your girlfriend to stop her and her family? She's supposed to not do that.
Because I was at work and she was like, "Can you meet me?" Bitch, I'm at work. Well, you can meet me somewhere. She talking about. I gave her 3 options. I said, we can meet at their school and talk. You can come to practice and we can talk, or we can talk on the phone. She said, no, we need to go to a well-ventilated environment.
So I can sit across from you and look you in your eyes so we can talk.
I said, we ain't trying to go that. I ain't coming like that.
I did hear that part. I did. I think you guys are getting it confused because I think that when this first happened, it was like bits and pieces chopped up. And I did hear that part. Ooh, I did. I heard that part where she said, you think he's going to sit across from you? Bitch, that's a date. Look how insecure she is. Wait a minute. So a man has 3 kids with a woman, or vice versa. A woman has 3 kids with a man. Y'all can't sit across from me. You hear what he just said? I asked him if he can meet me somewhere. A well-ventilated, I didn't say ventilated. What are you talking about? He don't even know what the fuck that word means. I said somewhere public, and I suggested like Starbucks. We don't have to be private. We don't have to be, no. I wanted to be out in the open around people so we can have a conversation about our kids. And yeah, so I can look him in his eyes because all of this back and forth, I don't like all this back and forth. Nigga, I want to look you in your motherfucking face and see if you keep that same energy. But y'all took it as, oh, she wants to see if Jerrod still loves her. She wants to look deep in his eyes. Y'all grow the fuck up, you insecure ass, pick-me ass hoes. Grow the fuck up. You bitches walk around this motherfucker every day being this fucking insecure? Bitch, if I ever got with a nigga with kids, bitch, where you going, baby? You gonna go meet your baby mama? Go, baby, go. Go ahead. Go talk, go chop it up. The fuck is wrong with you hoes? If that nigga wants to go and cheat on you and that's the type of nigga he is, then leave him. Don't be with a nigga like that. If you can't trust the nigga that you're with, and a nigga should love you enough and have enough respect for you, that no matter where he goes, no matter who he's in front of, he represents his wife or a woman represents her husband. You guys are so fucking insecure and pathetic. Okay?
Now, I do remember when this was said. And I kind of feel the same way. Like, I feel like, now, I can't speak too much to this for the simple fact I'm not in this situation. Like, I didn't have children coming into my marriage. My husband didn't have children coming into our marriage. We literally had children together. So I was very fortunate to not have to deal with baby mama drama, or he didn't have to deal with baby daddy drama. So I don't fully know what that's like, but I do feel that trust is a huge part of being in a relationship. And the reality is Jerrod and Olivia have children together. There should be a way where they could co-parent with each other from the very beginning. Now, I do feel Jerrod was trying to co-parent with Olivia. Olivia was being difficult. But because this whole situation was messy from the beginning, I can see to some degree why Neshia would feel insecure in not wanting Jerrod to meet up with Olivia. I don't know, y'all, but at the same time, it should have been where there wasn't any issues with Jerrod and Olivia being able to speak with each other regarding the children, because they do have children together. Maybe they should have had a mediator, a healthy mediator that didn't have any type of involvement with either party. But the situation within itself was just messy from the get-go. So I can see to some degree why Neshia would be insecure, but it should never have gotten to a point where Olivia was completely pushed out, where she couldn't have any type of conversation with the father of her children. Again, it probably would have been better if they had a third party, someone who wasn't involved in their situation that could have played that role.
All of y'all, not all of my, and not everybody in chat, but all the bitches who have this stupid bitches mindset. You fucking pick me ass, loser ass hoes. Okay? That's just that on that. Period. Okay? Like I said, if I ever get with a man that has children, baby, go meet your baby mama. And guess what? If you do slip up and you fuck that bitch, then that's what you wanted to do. And I'm out, nigga. The fuck? Go be with your family. But let me tell you something else I do as a woman, because my mama taught me right. If the nigga I'm talking to right now, he has no kids.
I don't know. I keep meeting these niggas with no kids, but this nigga has no kids. Okay? But if he did, like I always do when I talk to men with kids, the first couple questions I ask him is, why are you not with your baby mama? Why not? Why are you not with your baby mama? Why couldn't you guys make that work? Why are you talking to me when you have children or a child somewhere with a woman who had your child? Why don't you make it work with her? I swear to God, right hand to God, that's one of the questions I'd be asking these niggas. Because why are you trying to talk to me when you have a woman out here who you loved enough to put a baby inside of her? Y'all shared that. That was your moment. That was love. You have a baby. Why are you not over there trying to make it work with her? And then niggas tell me why. You know, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. But that is one of the first questions I ask. So I don't need to be caught up in no situation, honey. Okay? Honey.
Well, if you can't do that, then there's nothing to talk about. Okay, I guess I should talk about. Why don't you come sit down? And, oh, she said,
you calling Jerrod? Please, why would you tell your girlfriend to stop her and her family? She's supposed to not do that.
Because I was at work and she was like, can you meet me? Bitch, I'm at work.
She's referring to the time I called him after the graduation. And I said, can you please tell that bitch to stay the fuck home? If I'm going to the graduation, if you can't make it and I'm going, I got you, bruh. She doesn't need to be there. Keep her fucking ass at home. She was loud. She was disrespectful. Keep her the fuck home. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I'm talking to him about this. This is how I feel. My feelings are valid. I'm the other parent. But no respect.
Well, you can meet me somewhere. She talking about, I gave her 3 options. I said, we can meet at their school and talk. You can come to practice and we can talk. Or we can talk on the phone. She said, no, we need to go to a well-ventilated.
Another reason I didn't want to talk on the phone is because I already knew that this bitch was up his ass. She was either recording me, listening in. I already knew this. You picked Neshia. That's how fucking sad you are. I can't have a real conversation. I couldn't have a real conversation with him for a very long time because a bitch would be on the... What are you saying? What are you saying, Jerrod? Bitch, you are fucking disgusting. You are so fucking desperate. It is so sad. Listen, she's about to say it right now. So me telling... Was I wrong, you guys? Trying to have a healthy co-parenting relationship. Was I wrong saying, can we meet up and talk about the kids? That's wrong of me? So after you have kids with somebody, I didn't kill your mama. You didn't kill my mama. We can never sit down and have an actual conversation about our kids ever again. No? No? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
It's not that it was anything wrong with you wanting to have a sit-down conversation with Jerrod regarding the children. It's the fact that you slept with Jerrod while he was calling himself being with Neshia, which is what caused Neshia to feel insecure. And in a lot of ways, I blame Jerrod because he put both of y'all in this situation where it made it uncomfortable. And it made it to where it was difficult. And I'm not saying fully on him because you played a part too in y'all not being able to really co-parent. Which is why I felt that y'all having a third party that was not involved in either party to be the mediator. So when y'all wanted to meet up and have conversations regarding the children, that person could be present as well. So that could have alleviated, Neshia's insecurities and put her mind at ease. And it could have just made the situation, just be what it needed to be, just strictly about the kids. But because feelings were involved, emotions were involved, and you and Jerrod was still dealing with each other, it just added on a whole other layer to where it just made it even more messier. So it's just very unfortunate that has been the situation. Because at the end of the day, the children are the ones who ends up suffering the most.
So I can sit across from you and look you in your eyes so we can talk.
And that's exactly what I did say. I said, so I can look you in your motherfucking eyes and talk to you. And yeah, so I can sit, that's exactly what I said. I could sit across from you and look in your eyes and talk to you. And then this bitch thinks I'm trying to be sexual with him. Because I want to sit across from you and look into your eyes and talk to you. Yeah, nigga, because you got a lot to say over the phone. You duck and dodge me like you're fucking scared of a bitch. Nigga, sit your ass down and have a fucking conversation, you scary ass nigga. Fuck you scared of. We had 3 kids and now your bitch ass can't sit down and have a fucking conversation. You scary ass nigga.
I said, if you ain't trying to go on a date with you, I don't want to have no drinking. Well, you can meet me somewhere. She talking about, I gave her 3 options. I said, we can meet at their school and talk. You can come to practice and we can talk, or we can talk on the phone. She said, no, we need to go to a well-ventilated environment.
So I can sit across from you and look you in your eyes so we can talk.
Bitch, that's a date. That's how insecure this bitch is. That's a date? What did she say? Nah, girl, I used to encourage my ex to go to his baby mom's house and spend time with his daughter because she hadn't met me yet, out of respect. 100%. And let me tell you something. If a man doesn't want his baby mama, he doesn't want his baby mama. There's a lot of men out there who are good off their baby mama. They would never double back. They don't even look at them like that. There's a lot of people in relationships or out of relationships who don't even fuck around like that. They're like, they don't look at each other like that. No.
But Risa, that's because you're a real woman, honey, and you have no reason to be insecure because you love yourself, baby. And let's just say that man did cheat or did do anything, bitch. You don't give a fuck because you're a whole ass woman at the end of the day, and you have too much love and respect for yourself. That's the difference. This bitch has zero respect for herself. She don't love herself. She don't even know who she is. She knows at the drop of a dime she gonna lose the nigga just how she got him. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that karma for that ass, honey?
I don't want to date with you. I don't want to have no drink or nothing like that. Well, if you can't do that, then it's nothing to talk about. Okay, I guess I ain't shit to talk about. Why don't you come?
100%. If you can't do that, nigga, I'm not gonna keep having these conversations with you over the phone. Cause look at your desperate ass bitch recording our conversations like the pick me she is with no kids. Of course you're recording a poor woman crying about her fucking kids, begging this nigga to see her kids. Of course you're gonna record that. Because you don't give a fuck about shit. You have no heart. You don't have kids to love on. So you don't understand what that's like. A real woman with kids, I would say this. If he got with a bitch with kids, none of this would have happened. She would have been like, no, nigga, we already got kids over here. Let that woman keep her kids. Like, this would have never happened. Never. All of this shit. I mean, that and if I was smarter back in the day. Because I was a dumbass bitch. Okay, let's get that right.
Sit down. Why didn't you come sit down across from you and talk to you about the kids that you ain't doing shit for? What you been telling me? You better buy some shit that we ain't got to buy or what?
No, that's why I said she want to sell ass stores. Sell the house. Uniforms, shoes, socks. I'm gonna get the girl's hair braided.
Get the socks. That's all I ask. Get the socks.
Paper. That's 25 cents.
Socks too, please. You get a pack of socks. $6. God damn. Yeah, but you did call me talking about take your child support.
You know what's really fucked up? When he left me with the kids in Florida, there were so many times where I was paying for everything. Even when I was in Florida in that little ass apartment when I first moved there, I was paying for everything. That nigga never sent me shit. And I never got on this. Well, maybe I did. I think I did get on the internet a couple times and be like, this nigga's not helping me. And I would also say, like, my kids deserve better. Like, there were so many times Jerrod didn't want shit to do with shit because Jerrod wanted to do him. So many times that I picked up the slack. And it's so funny since the tables turned and he got on this internet, degraded me, and I lost my revenue. So much shit has happened with me, how he wants to get up here and say, I don't do shit for the kids. He wants to act, and then you motherfuckers want to call me a deadbeat. When you guys know that I've done everything for my fucking kids. Everything for my kids. You disgusting ass fucking bitches. I've done everything, like, literally that I can do for my kids. If I'm not doing something for my kids, that means I can't. That means I don't want to. Not that I don't want to. It means that I can't at the moment. And you nasty, disgusting bitches have taken it upon yourself to try to hurt me behind that. And even him talking about I can't do shit for my kids and I haven't done shit for my kids. He's been saying that shit to me for years. For years. Oh, God, Jerrod.
Olivia, you fail to realize that to be qualified as a deadbeat does not solely mean that you are not financially responsible for your children. Being a deadbeat also means when you lack involvement with your children, when you don't take the time out to spend time with them, when you have time. Being a deadbeat means also where you neglect your children. You lack the ability to understand the impact that you have on their emotional well-being. There's a lot of hurtful things you say to your children. There's a lot of hurtful things you do to your children that is emotionally abusive. To yell at your children like all the time, like that is your normal way of communicating with your children, to do that consistently, that is emotional abuse. When you are putting your children down, when you are basically saying that they can't do anything right, that is mentally abusive. When you're cussing at your child, instead of just giving them simple directives, but you gotta cuss at them to tell them to do certain things, that's verbal abuse. There's a lot of things you do, Olivia, that qualifies you to be called a deadbeat. It's not just the financial aspect of it. It's not just the fact that people saw that you were behind on your child support and they just tacked the word deadbeat on you. It's a lot of different areas that qualifies you in being a deadbeat. And you can actually turn that around if you really cared enough. You don't always have to have that label on you. But it's almost like you just continue to dig your heels even deeper into the behaviors that you continue to show on this internet towards your children. So if you hate so much that people on this internet are calling you a deadbeat, then do something about it, Olivia. Because if you continue to display deadbeat behavior, you're going to continue to be labeled a deadbeat. It's not going to change.
I have so much fucking. Oh, we honey. But for so many years, I was doing it on my own. I was doing the majority of it. It's crazy.
300 a month.
And guess what? When I get it again, when I'm back up so fucking up past him and past everybody else, my babies are going to be living the fucking life. Because I've always put my babies first. Anytime I have it, anytime I used to take my babies on shopping sprees, and you bitches remember that shit. I used to walk out of stores with $1,000 fucking receipts of just buying them shoes and shit. Are you fucking insane? Are you dumb? Taking my babies to Disney on Ice and this. No, I never took them out the country. No, I never got to take them to Disneyland. I'm sorry, guys. We never did all that. But I used to take my babies everywhere, to movies, every fucking where.
I think she think you stupid. Because when I pay child support, they take a percentage out of it. No, when you pay child support, he gets all of it.
Yeah,
ain't nobody moving the damn fool.
Yeah, that thing get direct deposit, baby. Especially that bank on America.
You're weird. You're very much so weird. You're very much so intimidated by me. You're weird.
Because you get on her line a lot, and we don't say shit.
You're very much so intimidated by me.
Baby, how could I ever be intimidated by you? You're not even intimidated by yourself. You're not even intimidated by yourself. Intimidated? Intimidated? Ooh, that's a big word. I don't think she knows what that word means. Intimidated, says the woman who won't let her man sit down and have a cup of coffee with me. I'm intimidated by you? Let me tell you something, Pick Neshia. I hope you're watching this. I have never been, the moment I saw what you look like, baby, I was never intimidated by you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And the way that I know I could have that nigga in the drop of a dime, never intimidated by you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Because he got with you and always came back to me like clockwork. It was just a matter of time. That's all. He had to get enough strength to tell you to go sit the fuck down. For a long time, he let you hold his balls in his hand. But Jerrod doesn't let you hold his balls in your hand anymore. So you're really mad about that. You're real mad, huh? Huh, baby? Because really, deep down, Jerrod's been wanting to talk to me. Jerrod's been wanting to lay up with me. Jerrod missed me so much. And you know that. You know that. You know that. Mm. Mm. Right. Right. Okay. So I don't think you understand what being intimidated by somebody means, baby, because you are very intimidated by me. Are you kidding me? I am your worst nightmare. You see me coming, bitch. I'm your worst motherfucking nightmare. I remember when I went to their football game. You guys should have seen these bitches. And best believe, bitch, I always stand on my motherfucking 2 feet, bitch. I don't care who is trying to scare me, fucking make me feel some type of way, bitch. I always stand there by myself, too. I don't have to have my sister, my mom, my cousins, my aunties, my uncles. Bitch, I stand right there. I went to my son's football game one time. One time. Sure did. Walked up in that motherfucker and all these bitches. Oh my God, he's here. All these bitches in a fucking group talking about me. I'm standing there. I'm intimidated by you? Mm-mm. You can just show me your face real quick and then you can go back on no camera.
You're weird. You're weird.
I'm weird.
And we don't say shit.
No, but you're
You
weird.
lie too much.
I just wake up and go pick up some trash.
That's it.
I go pick all day.
Shut your silly ass.
It's just hard. That shit's. Yeah, don't get on her playing because I was paying child support in Tuesday, $350 a week. What's 175 plus 175?
She don't know.
Did my math is off.
She is the same person that said junior high goes to 11th grade.
And when I was in court,
know.
I told her, I was like, well, shit.
Where's the receipt?
But, look at me now. I'm just a fat ass black trash nigga. I picked up some trash today. See, my truck broke down.
No, but can you imagine laughing at somebody because they do pick up trash and you don't have a job?
Shit, put your man's on.
$20,000 in child support.
Yeah, let me know. Put your man's on. Me and my mom, we go have to get on his ass this morning. But we good.
Talking shit about people on the internet.
Yeah.
Well,
Locate your baby. Locate them. That should be a
No, she
hush. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, hold on. Let's finish this.
I mean,
This should be an amazing storyline. You can
feel like for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year.
For the year, for the rest of the year, bro. Talk about it. Every day she'll get this bitch ass mother.
Weirdo.
That bitch.
The man.
They're both weird. She all in the fucking background. Yeah, she showed me. You wish she was in the background.
She does. She really does.
I wish I was. Knock it off. That's enough. I just said that's enough. Now you're doing it because I'm on live. That's enough. Okay? That's enough. What do you want? Tell me what you want so I can help you. Okay, figure it out because I need to finish what I'm doing. Okay? Okay, then go lay down. Okay, then I'll hold you. Come up here and I'll hold you.
Stop getting down. Why do you keep moving and getting down? What the heck? He wants soothing and comforting. That's what I'm doing by holding him. Which I, oh my God, it's okay. It's okay. Are you okay? Is that enough? Is that what I should be doing according to you? This is soothing and comforting right here, honey. Right here. Okay? In quiet. Y'all be so mad. Okay. There you go. Now you get some quiet, savvy one. You can get some quiet and go about your business by yourself, okay? All right. So there was a lot that was just said right there. I want to be the one. He said, "Wish you were in the background." That's crazy work. It is crazy. Isn't it crazy how he talks about me, but he really wants me? Oh, and somebody said before I went pee, is it lust or does he really want you? Well, coming from a pick-me point of view like you would ask that question because it shouldn't matter. If he's married, he shouldn't want anybody wanting, because if you want somebody lustful, you still want them. You guys have it fucked up. Let me tell you something about a man. Yes, men are going to be men. Yes, men are going to screw anything. Blah, 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 blah. You guys always make excuses for men. Let me tell you what a man's not going to do if he really loves you and respects you. He's not going to give no bitch no chance to ever embarrass you, humiliate you. He's never going to care about another woman's feelings before he cares about your feelings. He's never going to want anybody wanting them for real or lustfully. He's going to just want you because that's your man, right? So does it really matter if he wants me lustfully or does he want me for real? Because you guys think, oh, Jerrod just wants to beat her down. Jerrod just wants to hit her from the back one time. Like that's not enough. That's not enough. Like that's okay with you guys. I mean, but once again, that's the pick me shit. You guys think it's okay. You guys would let your men go and knock a few hoes down just as long as it comes home, right? Right. That's how y'all think, right? That's okay with y'all. All y'all niggas cheat on you, probably. All your husbands. They probably all cheat on you hoes. But that's another thing. Out of all the women in the world Jerrod could cheat with, he would cheat on me. He would cheat with me. Hold on.
Here's my thing with that. I honestly feel like men get a bad rep. Are there men out here that cheat and degrade women? Of course. We see it all the time. And it's not just in our community. It's pretty much all men of every category. But you also have men that are good. They are loyal. They are faithful. They are great husbands. They are great providers. They are great fathers. And I feel when a person says that men are no good, all men cheat, that's coming from a bitter place because all men don't cheat. And I also hear the statement, once a cheater, always a cheater. That's not true. I was actually talking to my friend not too long ago about this, and she said something that made all the sense in the world. She said, when people say once a cheater, always a cheater, she was like, a man will change for the right woman. And when she said that, I was like, that makes all the sense in the world. Like, I completely agree with that. If a man is cheating on a woman, it's because he does not value that woman. He does not see anything in her worth fighting for. But if a man finds a woman who is worth fighting for, oh, he will change for that woman. But if you are a woman that has low self-esteem, you have no self-respect for yourself, you don't have self-love, you're going to continue to attract these type of men that will not value you. Because a man can tell when he sees quality in a woman. He can immediately see it. It doesn't take years for a man to know if he sees a woman is worth calling his wife. If he's playing around with you for years, it's because he doesn't see value in you. But when you have high self-esteem, when you love yourself, when you respect yourself, you won't settle for anything. You won't allow yourself to degrade yourself and be low vibrational for a man just because you feel that's all you can get.
Give you 3 reasons why he would want you. I can give you a lot of reasons. Here, this is what I'm going to do right now. This is the next chapter of this. We're about to end this. I'm going to post the beginning of everything. Let me tell you guys something. I made an Instagram. I guess we'll go with Instagram. And look, you guys have played on my top for a while about this Instagram, but look, we're not playing now, okay? Don't request me if you're not paying to join the Instagram, okay? Because here's what we're going to do. I have videos, pictures, text messages, everything. I might even have Jerrod himself over there on that Instagram. You never know what's possible. So all I'm going to tell you guys is that I have this Instagram. If you guys want to see everything that I have, you guys have to join the Instagram. And I'm going to post something tonight. I'm going to post, we'll start tomorrow. But I'm going to post something tonight. Here's my Instagram. Let's put it in the chat, you guys. And let's hurry up. Let's hurry up and just get everybody in there so we could just let it all out. And we're going to talk about all these receipts. I'm going to, and there's explicit stuff too. So please be over the age of 18, okay? If you're joining this Instagram, be over the age of 18 because there's a lot of explicit things, okay?
So y'all, that was pretty much all for this live. She basically is trying to get people to go over to her other Instagram account where she's charging $40 Cash App for you to join. And so far, she actually got 23 people as of Saturday, which is when I'm finishing up this video for y'all. There's 23 people that has started following her. So I don't know, you guys. We're going to see how this plays out. I think this is very interesting. If she really does have receipts and videos and what else did she say? Text messages. Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting. I don't know who is paying to see that, but if somebody did pay and they can grab some of the snapshots or video, that would be awesome, and we will definitely react to it. But y'all, I'm not finna pay no $40 to see what she got going on over there. It's not that deep for me. But with that being said, you guys, let me know how y'all are feeling in the comment section below. I will be talking to you guys there. I will see y'all in the next video. It's OneLove, and I'm out.